My name is Shiloh and I want to give you a video walkthrough of our cabin called Swiss Style Cabin here in Lakeside, Arizona. I'm going to give you a video walkthrough so you can kind of see what it looks like on the inside, kind of the flow of the cabin. You can kind of get an idea of the space and everything if you bring your family up here to have a great time here in Lakeside, Arizona. So let's go. So this is the front door to the cabin, but we actually don't use that door a lot. The door that we use to get in and out is this side door. This is the door that has the combination lock, and you'll get that lock probably the day that you arrive. You just put in the code and then you open up the door, and this goes right in to the mud room. So you can come on in, you can put down your shoes, your coats, anything you need. We have an extra little refrigerator right here in case you need more space. You come through here and you can go out to the garage. So the garage has kind of this little gym area. You have some free weights, a bench, some places to do pull-ups. Then we also have this golf cart. This golf cart is great because we're less than a mile from Rainbow Lake. So it's great just to take the golf cart out to Rainbow Lake. Now, the top speed is about 20 miles an hour, and you do need to sign a waiver in order to use the golf cart. So when you get here, if you want to use the golf cart, just sign the waiver, and then you can go ahead and take the golf cart out. What's great about the golf cart is we added this tow hitch right here on the golf cart. The reason that we added that was because we have these kayaks that you can take out to the lake. So one of the rules with taking out the golf cart, obviously, is that you're careful with it. But as you can see, I'm just hauling the kayaks out to the lake, so I'm pretty excited about it. It's a nice ride. It goes about 15 to 20 miles an hour. So we're gonna get to the lake in probably about 3 or 4 minutes. So after like a 5-minute drive, check this out. I got to the lake. Look at all these ducks. Doesn't that look awesome? This is Rainbow Lake here at Lakeside, Arizona. And so it's awesome because we have the kayaks here. We were able to connect this so our golf cart pulls the trailer, and then you're able to arrive at this beautiful, beautiful place. This is awesome. So it's great. In the summertime, it's nice, it's pretty. You can take the kayaks out on the lake. We have some life vests just under there. And then when we go outside, I'm going to show you that we have some chairs that you can sit on, but they don't have any cushions. We have the cushions right here. The reason that we keep the cushions in here is just because we don't want any critters going and eating up the cushions. In fact, you see one of these cushions, the critters already got to it. Another thing about the garage before we go inside is this EV charger. So if you have an electric vehicle and you want to bring that up here, that's fine. We have the EV charger that can help you get charged and everything you need. All right, so now we're entering to the house, and this is the kitchen area. So here's the kitchen area. You have the pantry in there. You have your refrigerator right here. Some more countertop space, your sink, window to the outside. Now we have our 12-person table. So this table was great. We got it from New Mexico. Guy who makes tables, and it's a huge table. It fits the space really well. It can sit up to 12 people. And we also have these stools right here that can sit more people, because this cabin is really meant for family gatherings, for big groups to come, because we have 7 bedrooms and it can sleep up to 27 people. So that's kind of the goal with this cabin, is to get people here to just enjoy one another. We also have another table right here in this little space by the front door. So that's the front door. That's the door that I talked about that has kind of a weird way of opening it. Let me show you. So you unlock it right here, okay? You can pull it open, but right here, it's still locked, right? You have to come over and push this button. Now it's unlocked. See? So you can use it, it's just a little tricky. A lot of people don't really know how to do it. But then in order to lock it again, you gotta push the button above it. Now it's locked. See? Anyway, not too complicated, but most people don't know how to use it at the beginning. So let's go into the rooms. So this is gonna be our first room to the left, okay? So this room isn't too big, but it does have a trundle bed. So you can pull out the bed underneath, and then you have that bed, and you have blinds right here, extra pillows. So this is great for just maybe a couple of kids that want to come and sleep downstairs. Now you have the master bedroom. This is where I stay every time I come here. Has a massive king size bed, really nice bed, large. I think that's a 65-inch television that is a Roku, and so it's easy to get all of your streaming services and things like that. And then we come in here. If you have to get any work done, we do have this small desk with the chair underneath. We also have a couple of pack and plays right here, and we have the baby gate in case you need to block off the stairs or in case you're bringing any babies with you. Then this is the master bathroom, double sinks. You got the shower tub, toilet area. Let's go upstairs. Actually, before we go upstairs, let's take a look at the other areas down here. So over here, we have the laundry room right here, and we have some storage. Now, if you're gonna use the spa, one thing that you can use are these brown towels. These brown towels are especially for the spa area because sometimes people will bring our nice white towels outside, and when they do, they get them all dirty and muddy, and sometimes it stains and it just can't get washed out. And so we do charge, I think it's $15 a towel or $10 for a smaller towel for each towel that gets stained. So you don't want to do that. You want to come and grab these brown towels. We're not going to charge you if there's any stains on those towels. So anyway, here we are in the laundry room. There we go. And then we go down to the large sitting area for the guests. So we have this wraparound couch. Again, we have a large TV. I think that one's a little bit bigger than 65 inches, might be 70 or so. So this table rests here at the back of the couch. It has 3 stools underneath it. And then we have this nice chest table with stools under there. The reason we have so many chairs and everything is because, you know, it sleeps up to 27. We want to give people enough places to sit. We also have this foosball table. So down here, we also have the bunk room. Now, the bunk room can be added to your reservation. There's 9 beds and there's 1 bathroom. And the reason that we have it separate is because you can have 15 or 16 people here in the main area, but if you would like to add the bunk room because you have over like 16 people, then go ahead and let us know. There is an added cost to add the bunk room because there's 9 additional beds. It takes a lot to do the cleaning, and it also has an extra bathroom. And one other thing that it has is it has this really cool arcade game. So right here is the arcade game, and this arcade game has, I think, like 3,000 games on it or something. I don't know, maybe only 2,000. I may have embellished a little bit. Then it also has an extra bathroom right here, so double sinks. Then you go over here, you have your bath and toilet, and then right here is the bunk room. So here we go. Here's 3, 3, and 3 more bunks, and then we have, again, this large TV and lots of light. It also has its own wall unit, so it's easy to control the temperature inside the bunk room. Now we're ready to go upstairs. So when you get upstairs, you'll notice that we have this nice pool table. We have a dartboard right there. And then we also have a large TV here. I think that one again is probably about 70 inches. And then we have this couch that can actually be pulled out, and it can serve as extra sleeping if you need another place to sleep. And then you'll notice that we have this wall unit. So that wall unit is for added AC because this cabin, like many of the other cabins in Lakeside, was built in the 80s, and so it didn't have central AC or heating because, you know, we're surrounded by all of these pines, and so it didn't really get too hot. It's not like the Phoenix Valley where it gets, you know, up to 110 degrees. So in order to cool the cabin off, a lot of times people would just open up the windows and let the breeze come in, and then when it started to heat up more, then they would just close up the windows and just kind of keep it like that throughout the day. It would get a little bit warmer during the evening, and then they would just open up the windows again and cool it off. So that's how they did it most of the time, but we have these units there just to make it a little bit more comfortable for people. So now let's go into the bedrooms. So this bedroom right here is kind of the California room. We have a national park pictures throughout, and so we call this one the California room because it has the park Yosemite, which we've been to, and it's a beautiful place to go. All right, now let's go down this way. One other thing, this door right here, this is kind of the game closet. So you have some fun things. You do some bowling, you have some games, you have checkers, chess, you know, different things like that that you can play up here if you like, different card games. So just a lot of, you know, fun things for the kids. So now let's go over this way. Okay, so this also has a queen bed, just like the last one. One of our buddies that used to have this cabin with us, he was from Montana, and so he got some of the decor and stuff for that room. So in this room you'll find a king bed and, you know, some nice art, some nice windows. And that's one thing about this cabin. This cabin gets a lot of light, and so it's really, really nice. Then we have the one bathroom for upstairs. So here we go. Then we have the shower area, the toilet area. And I forgot to show you, but right across from the kitchen is another full bathroom. So here's the bathroom that I was telling you about right across from the kitchen. So it's a full bathroom. You have your tub, shower, sink, toilet area. So that is bathroom number 4. So we have 4 bathrooms in total in the cabin. So this right here is another one of our bunk rooms, but this one comes with the cabin. You have full beds on the bottom, and then you have twin mattresses up on top. And then this room right here is a really large closet. So if ever you come into the cabin and you have some work to do and you need to kind of get away from everybody, this room right here, we had them put this outlet there so that you can bring the desk from downstairs, put it right here, and then just close that up, and then you can get work done and be away from everybody if you need to. Okay, let's go downstairs and let's go outside so you can kind of see what's outside. All right, so in the backyard, we have the jacuzzi right here, which is great. You know, you go out in the jacuzzi, you can look up and see the stars at night. The jacuzzi also has some lights to it, so it's pretty cool. We have a picnic table outside. Over here, we have this cool little swing you can swing your kids on if you'd like. Then we also have this cool playhouse for little kids to come and enjoy right over here. Again, we have a lot of area that kids can kind of go and explore. It's kind of fun. But yeah, we have this little playhouse that kids can kind of go in and enjoy. Then back here we have the fire pit area. And if you come over here, this is where you turn on the lights to the fire pit. You just go over here, there's a little switch, click that on, and you have the lights. We also have a little zip line for little kids. So back here we have this little zip line. Here are the steps. You have your kids kind of go up on the steps. And this zip line really is only for kids, maybe 60 pounds or something. So it's really just for little kids. But they get up on there and they step up on the stool. You kind of help them up there. And then they get to go all the way back across the backyard, all the way to that pole over there. So it's pretty cool. It's about, I don't know, I think it might be about a 75 feet or so. So there you go. So the kids can kind of take that all the way to that pole over there. So it's pretty fun. So anyway, I wanted to give you a tour. So this is the Swiss style cabin here in Lakeside, Arizona. Again, this cabin is perfect for family reunions, for retreats, when you have large groups and you want to come stay and enjoy one another. This is really a perfect cabin to do that at. So reach out to me and I'll help you book your stay here at Swiss Style Cabin here in Lakeside, Arizona. Have a fantastic day.